I'm reading more about Ryan Garcia.
Oh, that's wild.
And the New York Mets. And I'll be honest, you know when you want to force yourself to make an opinion and you're like, I don't know, I need more info.
Well, the backstory here that the general public, the Fox Sports Radio Nation needs to know is that Ryan Garcia appears to have lost his mind. People don't know if he's lost his mind, he's punch drunk, he's on drugs, or he's just trolling everybody to sell this fight that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, sometimes you could troll everyone by acting like, yo, did he lose his mind? Is he going off the deep end?
You see
What's going on?
He got married again. Did you see that, Covino?
What, dude?
Yeah.
He's married?
Yeah, some random. Yeah.
Married? By the way, Juan Soto just walked with the bases juiced. So the Yankees pulling ahead of the Blue Jays.
No, he walked too low the bases.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, I thought the bases were loaded.
No, you just
you're right.
It. They're going to lose.
All right, so anyway, Ryan Garcia appears to have lost his mind. Okay,
let me give you the timeline.
He's saying crazy things. Yesterday, I saw him warming up on the field at Citi Field, very excited to promote the fight and throw out the first pitch.
You talking about old school hip hop?
Yeah.
Well, make like Juvenile and back that ass up for a second because you're missing a big part of the story. Back it up to earlier in the day. They're promoting this fight, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. You know the fight
we talked about it yesterday.
You know the fight that Covino's going to force his father-in-law to watch in Idaho this weekend,
yeah.
right?
I don't want to miss it.
A potato boxing party.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We talked about this yesterday. It was kind of wild.
We got mashed taters. We got El Gratin. We got
They got into a tussle on top of the Empire State Building promoting the
wedges,
fight.
French fries,
heated stare downs.
So,
steak fries.
Empire State Building. Little face-off, New York City. Fun vibe. The fight's on 420. They get in each other's face. And Devin Haney straight up doesn't even mush him. I thought at first it was a little mush action.
No, it was right to the face.
It was like a push, but it wasn't like a put your hand on the face and push. Pretty much hit him in the face.
Yeah. And Ryan started screaming.
If Ryan
freaked out.
If Ryan Garcia wanted to be a little bit of a baby, he could be like, I'm pressing charges. It really was like assault worthy.
You know why though? Because if you listen back and you pull a little John Boy action, Ryan's saying something about his mama. He's saying something about his mama. And
talking about Haney's mom?
I'm pretty sure, man. That's what I got out of it.
Well, he's talking about Haney's mom. Devin Haney does his best. Like, I'm going to push Ryan Garcia almost off the Empire State Building. So, next stop on the promo tour with your boy Oscar De La Hoya is Citi Field. They're going to do some dual throw out the first pitch together in promotion of the fight. And Aaron Judge just hits a line drive down the line. Woo! The ball's in no man's land. It might clear the bases.
Bo Bichette don't know what to do with that.
Yep.
Thank you. Aaron Judge finally. Guys batting on the interstate. The captain comes through.
All right. Well,
keep in mind, guys, this would have been their fourth loss in a row. So I have reason to be a little excited.
Also, keep in mind, Covino will be more pleasant for the next hour now.
Yeah.
So Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Fast forward. Mets game. Because in an attempt to promote this fight and the fact that there is no love lost between these two guys.
These two have been going at it since they were little kids.
They were sort of tussling and staring each other down and making Mets officials a little uneasy. Like, think about it. There's probably a bunch of weenies and the women working in the PR department. They're like, all right, guys, settle down. They're like, we don't want a problem here. You guys are here to just throw out the first pitch. They met Steve Cohen, the owner. They met some of the players. And then as they're getting ready, I think there was some more jawing back and forth. And the Mets are like, guys, we're not doing this. And Ryan Garcia reacts like this.
The Mets just wasted 3 hours of our life to say at the end, we can't throw the pitch for whatever reason. There was no reason, and they kicked us out for no reason. So everybody, I'm personally going to say, the Mets, don't ever go to a Mets game again.
He goes, I'm going to expose the Mets, and he does. He starts like tweeting all these things about the Mets. He says, go Yankees.
By the way,
that's kind of messed up?
What's to expose about the Mets? I'll expose it. They've stunk my whole life. They gave me 86 as a kindergarten kid.
He posted like every Mets controversy from like Vince Coleman in the parking lot. Remember those stories about Vince Coleman?
Vince Coleman throwing fireworks at a fan.
He posted like every controversial story about the Mets.
What if this is like a reverse curse? You know how they threw out the goat?
Yeah.
For the Cubs, and they had that 100 whatever.
Yeah.
maybe this will be a reverse thing and they'll win this year.
The Mets are hot now. They got rid of Ryan Garcia.
They got rid of Ryan Garcia. They threw him out.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Mets got a little nerdy with this, to be honest. I mean, first of all, they're fighters. So, hey, that might have been fun. And to think that they can't conduct themselves like professionals in that family type of atmosphere is also kind of insulting.
Because look what just happened at the Empire State Building.
Devin Haney is not normally that type of kid. He's a true professional here. He's a really disciplined fighter. This is a family-friendly event, and they kicked them out. They wasted these guys on their promotional tour. The Mets wasted 3 hours of their important time. They could be training. They could be doing something else. I think that was a weak move by the Mets.
If you want to talk
honest.
from a promotional standpoint, I think the fact that this happened promoted the fight more, because if they didn't fight at the top of the Empire State Building or get kicked out of Citi Field, I don't think a lot of people would even know they're fighting. I know, and you know, because we're fight fans.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those
maybe
reversals where it's
maybe.
like, did you even know Ryan Garcia was at Citi Field unless he said, F the Mets, I'm leaving?
They probably would have threw the baseballs at each other. That would have been great.
Yeah, imagine that.
Ryan goes, "How could you, Mets?" And he tweets, Vince Coleman, right? He says the Brett Saberhagen incident. What's that?
What did he do?
I don't even know. K-Rod slugs it out in the locker room.
Anything about Dwight Gooden?
The Bobby Bonilla contract. So he's exposing them now. The whole thing was sort of weird. I didn't know that Haney was involved. What I thought was they caught him and De La Hoya up to no good doing something weird, and they were like, all right, guys, get out of here.
I say
there's a lot of rumors swirling around their lifestyle.
Don't let Lenny Dykstra know that people were talking about the Mets. Imagine Lenny Dykstra now comes out and has a feud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that happened yesterday. So Garcia was saying F the Mets.
If you missed it, one more time, I was Sam. Here's Ryan Garcia, his hatred for the Mets.
The Mets just wasted 3 hours of our life to say at the end we can't throw the pitch for whatever reason. There was no reason, and they kicked us out for no reason. So everybody, I'm personally going to say the Mets. Don't ever go to a Mets game again.
Don't ever messed up. I think it's kind of messed up. You get someone there. I get it. The Mets are trying to play it safe, but, hey, maybe Rich is right. Maybe this adds to the promotion. So just a story about Ryan Garcia. And it is interesting to think about, like, is he pulling some sort of boxing Andy Kaufman here? Is he pulling some sort of maneuver where it's all an act? Because he is really acting unhinged. It's an unhinged sort of performance that this kid's been pulling for the past few months to promote this fight.